Paul told us that I probably had about 18 months to live.
I think when you have cancer and you're in that position where a doctor is sitting in front of you and says there's nothing more we can do, sort out your affairs, a cancer trial can change that conversation in a second.
I received an appointment for the oncologist in the Galway clinic. Myself and my wife Breed, we went in and he said, I'm sorry to tell you, but you've got stage 4 lung cancer.
We're all going to encounter cancer. 1 in 2 people in this country are going to get cancer eventually. Your family are going to know about cancer. We all feel it, and I think that's why people come together at times like this, because we all feel it.
You go into shock. When Paul left the room, actually we didn't talk, we cried. Because it's really, really emotional. And even now it's emotional to think back on that difficult time. The option was very clear for me to either go with something that would give me 18 months plus or something that would give me hope. And the clinical trial is something that would give me hope for a much longer life. And I'm here today, which is the proof of going on the clinical trial.
We only have 2% of Irish patients on investigational, interventional clinical trials. We need that to be up to 10%. To do that, we need more investment. If it wasn't for philanthropy, we wouldn't be able to do these types of trials that we're doing.
I signed up for 2 years of treatment, and I completed the 2 years of treatment. And then after that, I went into 5 years of review. And that review is also complete now because I'm approaching 9 years out.
So the inaugural property picnic was in 2022 and it was started by Bannon Commercial. They lost a colleague, Louise Doherty, to cancer at a very young age, and she had a young family. And I think they wanted to do something to market and to raise funds for Cancer Trials Ireland. So they came up with the concept of property picnic.
It's a fun night. It's people in the industry, the property industry coming together. You know, they dance together very early on in the night. They have fun. They meet new friends. They meet old friends. And it's really humbling to know all of that's happening in the background. The purpose of the whole thing is to give patients with cancer time on a clinical trial and to support that. And also to remember a very dear friend of the industry. So it's lots of fun, and I'd say people start dancing at this event a lot earlier than in others. That's all I'd say.
Well, it's kind of music driven, so it's a casual night. So it's not like a lot of the property nights, which might be much more formal. It's much more casual. You know, you don't wear a suit and tie at this. You can wear your suit, but you can put your tie in your head. You can take your tie off. Don't take your shirt off. Once you're involved in sponsoring the night, you know you get a lot of exposure. Your logo will be visible on the night and through any social media we do. And you get a target audience of everyone in the built environment, including contractors, developers, investors, those in terms of property professionals such as commercial real estate agents, residential real estate agents, QSs, building surveyors, sustainability surveyors, architects. It's a wide spectrum of people. Not only that, but you'll also get presence in the wider Irish context, because you know there's going to be the Irish Times, the Irish Independent. It's not just property people who follow us on LinkedIn and other social media platforms. So it's a good exposure for any individual to get involved or any company to get involved with.
This is a very serious topic, but life is good. And when you're able to live it. And I think that's what the property picnic really seemed to understand.
If I hadn't participated in this clinical trial, I wouldn't have seen my children grow up into young adults. On a regular basis, I wake up in the mornings and have a brief look back at my history and think, oh God, I'm so lucky to be here today and so thankful to be here. So I get up and I do the best I can every day.